Okay. Rigidity versus formless. Tapping into the formless, realizing that that space is the catalyst to bringing out anything that would eventually make sense. Staying in rigidity only puts you in that form. That's great that we have that form. It's not so great that we are stuck in forms. Whatever formation, whatever temptation, whatever exclamation, you know what I'm saying? Whatever type of form you have you? You don't, being stuck in a form only keeps you stuck in a form, like a statue. No person on this planet wants to be a statue. If I'm able to see what you do in your forms, I take that into the formless, and I'm also able to find your form within it. There's a basis for everything, but if I'm able to go into a space where none of it is supposed to make sense, then I'm able to bring it back and see that it does make sense. You may not see that it makes sense, but because I was able to take in what you do, whatever you do, take it into the formless, bring it back out. That gives me more leeway for different avenues. You have your one form and rigidity. But because I choose to be in the fluid state, the dream state, the flow, as they say, state, right? It brings out more possibilities than your rigidness. So there's nothing wrong with knowing what you know, doing what you do, and having the forms that you choose to draw up. But choosing to stay within forms so long without taking your mind out of said form to then back into the formless, the shapeless, right? And then have an idea of whatever thoughts or feelings that may arise, or what actions that may come from, or whatever case may be. But to be in a form and think that that is the only form is literal hell. Because you will put yourself in a form thinking that there's no other way, because you've never had the chance to tap into the formless, shapeless, gasless, odorless. You know what I'm saying? There's many forms. Look around. To stay in one and be rigid is hellacious and detrimental. So it's like, free yourself up, you know. Don't be afraid to be formless. Like, it's not as scary because things will make sense when you take away what you think you know. When you take away the structures, the boundaries, when you take all of the guidelines and walls down to life, when you bare yourself naked and be not afraid of what life offers you other than what you think you know, and then you're able to flourish. You're able to see, like flower flourish. You're able to notice that there's a bloom, blossom, however you want to say. But when you go through that, you see that there's more to the forms than what form has been formed. The only constant is change itself. It's the only thing that matters. So to believe that the way that you have, that there is a way, or it is the way, we've heard this before, is not it. It's not the way. It's not it. There's many ways. There's many shapes. And before there was something to be shaped, there was the formless. I refuse to be rigid. Word.